Hello everyone, myself Khyati Vyas from JNP English Medium Saraswati Group of Education. Today I am conducting this session for grade 3, subject SS. We are dealing with chapter number 5, Water We Drink, and this is my session number 4 for this chapter. So kids, as I told you in earlier session that today we will be discussing the textbook exercise related to this chapter. But before we start discussing the exercise, let us go through the highlights of these chapters. What did we learn in this chapter? Correct? So let's see. What have you learned? First thing, water. Water is very essential for all living things to survive on the planet Earth. Earth is the only planet which support life because of the presence of water on the surface of Earth. 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Then we discussed regarding the uses of water. Human beings need water for drinking, cooking, bathing, cleaning, etc. Animals and birds, they also need water for drinking and bathing. Excuse me. Then, plants need water to prepare their own food. After that, water is also required for generating electricity. The electricity generated with the help of water is called hydroelectricity. Water is used for transportation. Boats, ships, cruise, all these water vehicles move on the surface of Earth. Water is also required by factories and offices in their production process or for drinking. Right? Then, water is also required for our recreational activities. That is, you can say, you go for skiing, right? That is, you can say scuba diving. Then, you go for rafting. Yes, on the surface of water also you do, you glide on the surface of water. Right? Yes. So all these recreational activities are also done on the surface of water. Then we discussed regarding forms of water. The 3 forms of water are solid, that is ice cubes, liquids, that is water itself, and gases, that is water vapor or the steam is in the form of water vapor, gaseous form. Then we discussed regarding sources of water, means from where do we get the water. Here the sources of water are of 2 types, natural sources and human made or man-made sources. Natural sources are river, pond, lake and most important rain. Man-made or human-made sources of water are well, tube well, canals, etc. All these are sources of water from where we get water. Then we discussed water cycle. I explained to you that the water present in the water bodies such as river, pond, lake, sea and ocean, it gets heated up during the daytime because of the rays of the sun. And when this water gets heated up, it evaporates in the form of water vapor. When it rises up in the air, it cools down and changes back to small droplets of water. These droplets of water get collected together and it forms the cloud. When the water droplets in the cloud, the weight of the water droplet get increased, the cloud will not be able to hold the weight, and that is why these clouds they get bursted and the water droplets fall again back on the surface of the land in form of rain. When it rains heavily or when it rains, this water, if it rains heavily, the water starts flowing on the surface of the land, and this water, flowing water, it gets joined either with a lake, pond, river, stream, ocean, sea, etc. And some portion of the water, it gets seeps into the ground and it becomes underground water. Right? So this again, the water that got into the river, pond, lake, ocean, sea, again the heat of the sun will heat it up, again the clouds will form, again the clouds will burst, it will rain. Rainwater will flow again to the river, water in the river gets heated up due to sun, again the clouds will form. So the cycle moves on and on. This is called water cycle. Then I discussed that how can you save water? Because water is very important for our survival, it is our duty to save this water, not to waste it. I also discussed several ways to save the water. First thing, while brushing your teeth, keep the tap off. Instead of taking a shower while bathing, use a bucket and a mug. Then, the leftover water in your water bottles or in your glass, put it to the plants. Right? Yes. So these are different ways of saving the water. There are 2-3 more ways also given in your book. By saving the water, you are also ensuring your own survival on the earth. Because I told you that on the surface of the earth, there is plenty of water, but most of the water is salty water which we cannot use. And the fresh water, that is water which does not have taste, is called fresh water. Such water is only a little in quantity. So save the water. Now, important points given in your textbook at the end of the chapter are, even though nearly 2/3 of the earth is covered with water, less than 1% of it is fit for drinking. Say if you consider that out of 100% of the surface of earth, 70% is water body and only 30% is land area. In this 70%, there is only a little, means if now you consider this 70% as water, out of that only 1 or 2% of water is fit for drinking, means which is used for drinking, which you can use for drinking. The rest of the water is salty, which you cannot use. So just imagine how little percentage of water is fit for drinking. Right? Then next point. Water is essential for all living things. We use it for various purposes. Animals need water for drinking and bathing. Plants need water for preparing food. And human beings need water for many different purposes. Right? So all living things need water. Water exists in 3 forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. Solid is ice, liquid is water itself, and gaseous form is water vapor or steam. Then, the purpose of changing of water from one form to another is called water cycle. In water cycle, you might have observed The water was in the liquid form. When it gets heated up, it changes to gaseous form. It becomes cloud. It bursts. The cloud bursts. It starts raining. But in mountainous region where it is extremely cold, this rainwater you might have observed even in our place. When it starts raining, small pieces of ice. Have you observed small pieces of ice? They fall on the ground. That is ice. So solid form. So liquid form, gaseous form, solid form. In water cycle also the forms of water keep changing. In mountainous region, Himalayas where it is extremely cold, there is snowfall. Why it is snowfall? Because when it starts raining, because of extreme cold, this rainwater will turn into snow. And you can find snowfall there. Right? Okay. So, in water cycle, the water changes its forms sometime. Then, we must save water because it is very essential for us to survive on earth. So all these things we have already discussed. Now, let us start discussing the textbook exercise related to this chapter. I hope you have all read the chapter once at least. So when we will discuss the exercise, I am hoping that you all will answer, fill in the blanks easily. So questions that we are discussing in exercise are: identify and name these. You are given 3 pictures. You have to identify what thing it is and you have to write their name. In your CW book, you don't have to draw the picture. Just number them and write their name. Second question, question B is fill in the blanks. And question C is answer these questions. So let us start. But before that, the vocabulary words which you have to write in your CW books. Let me read the vocabulary words and make you understand or make you learn the pronunciation of each word. Clear? So vocabulary words are hydroelectric, it is HYDROELECTRIC, hydroelectric. Next, transportation, TRANSPORTATION, transportation. Marine, MARINE, marine. Factories, FACTORIES, factories. Temperature, TEMPERATURE, temperature. Tasteless, TASTELESS, tasteless. Colorless, COLOURLESS, colorless. Odorless, ODOURLESS, odorless. Sources, SOURCES, sources. Purification, PURIFICATION, purification. Shortage, SHORTAGE, shortage. Drought, DROUGHT, drought. So these were the vocabulary words related to this chapter. Next, meanings that is given in your book. There are 2 meanings. First one, hydroelectric plants means place where electricity is generated using moving water. Second one, drought, a long period without any rainfall is called drought. Now, in your textbook, they have given you 3 pictures. that is question A. Identify and name these. See, I am sharing the first picture. Okay. Now have you identified what it is? Yes, it is a well. It is a well. So write well with the help of pencil in your textbook. Next picture. Look at the picture. What it is? Yes, it is a shower. It is a shower. So write shower. Next picture, number 3. What it is? Yes, it is a hand pump. It is a hand pump. Okay, now let's move to question B, fill in the blanks. Let us see what are the answers. First one, dash use water to generate electricity. Dash use water to generate electricity. The answer is hydroelectric plants. Hydroelectric plants. I know in your textbook you are having very little space to write the answer, but you can write somewhere above the blank. Okay? Next, number 2. Ice is frozen dash. Ice is frozen dash. Yes, the answer is water. Ice is frozen water. When you freeze the water, it becomes ice. So ice is frozen water. Next, number 3. The method of storing and reusing rainwater is called dash. See, in some area where it rains heavily, they have rainwater harvesting system. Means before the monsoon season starts, they clean the terrace of their home and they connect the pipes of the terrace. They have small pipes in the terrace so that when it rains and the water falls on the floor of the terrace, this water will flow down. So this pipe they connect with other pipes and then this water gets collected into the tank. And later this water, when there is scarcity of water or shortage of water, they use this rainwater which they have collected. Okay? So this type of storage of water is called rainwater harvesting system, in which rainwater is collected in a tank and is used for domestic purpose when there is shortage of water. In some areas where there is very little rainfall and there is scarcity of water, people do this rainwater harvesting so that whenever it rains, that little amount of water is also not wasted and it gets collected in the tank. So here this blank is related to this system. The method of storing and reusing rainwater is called dash. The answer is rainwater harvesting. Number 4. Water undergoes various dash processes before it is supplied to us for use at home. So what processes the water undergoes before it is supplied to us through tap? Yes, purification process. So the answer is purification. Next, number 5. We should not wash car using dash. Answer is hose pipes. Now let's check if you have written answers correctly or not. First one, answer is hydroelectric plants. Second one, answer is water. Third answer is rainwater harvesting. Fourth answer is purification. Fifth answer is hose pipes. Now coming to the next part, that is main question C. Answer these questions. Now you can keep your pencils down and listen to the explanation carefully. Question number 1. Name the different forms of water. You don't have to give the example of forms. You just have to write the forms. The answer is water exists in 3 forms: solid, liquid and gas. Next, number 2. List any 3 uses of water. Now where do you use water? There are n number of uses of water, but you have to write any 3. So answer is 3 uses of water are drinking, bathing and washing. You can write your own sentences. You can write cooking, cleaning, etc. All are right. But I have written these 3 points. You can write the points as you wish, but make sure that you are writing the correct point. Clear? Next, question 3. What happens when water is heated? What happens? Yes, the water changes to water vapor or the steam. It changes from liquid form to gaseous form. So you have to write the same answer. When water is heated, it changes into water vapor. Finish. Next, number 4. How do wet clothes become dry? As I explained to you through the video, due to the heat of the sun, the water present in the cloth will get evaporated. It becomes water vapor, gaseous form, and raise up in the atmosphere. So that is what you have to write. Answer is, when clothes are hung for drying, the water in the clothes change into water vapor and mixes with the air due to the heat of the sun. Clear? Next question, question number 5. Write any 4 ways in which we can save water every day. So any 4 ways you have to write. The answer is, we can save water by turning off tap while brushing our teeth. Next point, using a mug and bucket to bath instead of taking a shower. Next, using leftover water for watering plants. And next point, last point, mending leakages in taps and pipes. Mending means repairing leakages in tap or pipe. So this is all about your textbook exercise related to this chapter. I am sending a PDF of CW work today along with this video. I hope you will complete your CW with good handwriting and no spelling mistakes. I am also sending chapter and worksheet related to this chapter which will help you in your exams. Clear, kids? So chalo. If you have liked this video, please click on the like icon. See you in the next session. Bye.